So earlier this year we got thieves instead of pirates because the past 2 years they had pirates. Well, instead of pirates again this year, we had we had thieves, and I was wondering if we were gonna get ninjas again or not. And so I saw one speculation that okay, we maybe it's samurai instead. And I'm like, I was thinking about that. I'm thinking that actually would work. I mean, ninjas are often compared to samurai in some ways because the difference between how they work. But they're still both Japanese themed types of warriors essentially. But no, it's ninjas again. We have Wyvern ninjas, which we have had before, but yeah. I'm pretty sure one of them is Churchy or Chure. I don't know what you call it, Churche. I don't know how you pronounce that pronounce the name, but the previous scene implied one of them would be Churchy. But I also saw what appeared to be Fjorm, I think. So let's go ahead and watch this one. Let's see what's going on here. Recover of Darkness. Yeah. I think Ninja Corrin was on Wyvern. Yeah, of course, Starge is here. Not that Starge. Camilla.
I do tend to stand out.
Red Tome. I think ninjas make more sense anyway because ninjas are cooler. Plus, they all have the double attacks. Like double attack, having the brain effect just incredibly awesome.
No hard feelings.
It is really good to have that brain effect on it. That's Turkey, right?
If you have a top secret mission,
Yep.
put me on it.
Yeah, that's Turkey.
Done that kind of work before.
She's Isnax again. Interesting. Wyvern Ono. It is a unique one, but so it's not an inheritable one. Wait a minute. That's
being stealthy on the back of a wyvern is no easy
Heath.
feat. Hyperion's not subtle.
Wyvern Yumi plus. Speed minus 8. And that's a defensive one. It's the opposite one we got the first year. Oh. That's actually kind of cool.
As a partner, will I suffice? Of course.
Legar and Fjorm. Interesting. Flame Frostbow. That's definitely a reference to Fire and Ice last year. Dual skill. Yeah. But who's the free unit?
The power of the ninja.
I care more about seeing what the new heroes are next, though, because I really want to see the end of Book 6.
Sure. From the shadows. Your life is ours to take.
Par. Okay. Interesting. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so let's go back. Oh, these are the same. Express Penetrator, Cone Combat -1, grants defense res +5, and inflicts speed -8 on unit. Unit attacks twice. If opponent's combat and unit's res is greater equals foe's res, you can counter before foe's first attack. So these are mostly slow, but they have high defense and res, which is pretty good actually. You can counter regardless of foe's range. Start combat if unit's HP is greater than 20%, grants attack +5 during combat. After combat, if you attacked, deals 5 damage to unit. Seal res 4. Inflicts res -4 on foe during combat. And if no effect neutralizes penalties of foe's res, inflicts penalty on foe's res during combat equals 7, minus current penalty on foe's res. The penalty is active on foe's res. Inflicts special cone charge -1 on foe per attack during combat. Inflicts res -7 on foe net. So the Riddle Seal skills just they seal it for after you attack. This, however, has an effect that initiates it right when you first attack and does the next attack. So that's definitely more useful by comparison, but still, it's still not like that great. But it's definitely improved.
On it.
Okay, yeah, same thing. Grants defense by res +5. I believe the first year of ninjas, it was defense res -4 and speed +5. So this is like the opposite of that. This is the opposite effect of that one. However, on this one, they're mostly non-inheritable. Like there are basically no inheritable skills at all for these characters. So the only exception here is the bow, and probably the sword that Har has is going to be the same effect as Heath. 80 near trace 3, attack defense hold. But attack defense -4 on foes with 3 spaces during combat. Okay, so Heath. Wyvern UE plus. Effect against flying foes, grants defense res +5 and inflicts speed -8 on unit. You attacks twice. The exception is probably them. Okay, so effect against flying foes. Grants defense res +5 and inflicts speed -8 on unit attacks twice. This is probably the same thing as oh, but that's interesting. Actually, it even does that on counterattack. Is that all of them? Yep. They all have the same effect. So that could be pretty cool to have that on Har, with him being a sword. So they're a blue bow, right? Yeah, they're a blue bow. Oh, even they have the same effect. So they have bad speed too. So all of them have bad speed. Grants bonus to units attack defense res during combat equals 7% of the highest value among the total bonuses of target, and total bonus been out within 2 spaces. Seal defense 4. So now we have another seal 4 skill. The penalty on foes defense during combat equals 7 minus cream penalty on foes defense. Oh, I get it. I see now. So in other words, okay, it does defense -4 by default. And if no effect is penalties foes defense, so basically what these are doing is it's guaranteeing they will always have that 7 reduction every time. So basically, even if they don't have it now, if they give it to max, that actually makes it much more useful than I was expecting. So basically, they'll always get the 7 penalty, even if they haven't put it yet, and then it inflicts it for everyone else too. So first, you get the seal defense effect. Previously it would say inflicts defense -7 foes next action. So when you attack, then it seals the defense. So it's not very useful. But this time around, if you initiate the attack, it seals defense first, then turns around and it seals defense for you, and then does the foes next action as well. So that makes it much more useful than the seal skills were originally. That's actually pretty cool, I think. And then this is grants unit interaction. That's it. Just grants unit interaction. Maybe used only if unit has already entered combat during the current turn. Oh, grants the current unit interaction. Okay, it's another reference to the ninja feature. So yeah. All right. So that is it for this one. And we see here, Har with a sword is going to be the Tetratrials unit. So presumably he's going to have the same effect as the other Wyverns, where he's going to get the double effect, but loses. He gains defense and res, but loses 8 speed. It's probably the same thing as being inheritable. So he'll have that upgrade and anything. But I don't think these ones are as good as the ones from the first year or last year. But it's still interesting to have something different here. But this was all for this got all for slow ones. The ones the first year of ninjas were all for quadding. Wyvern ones is for not for quadding, but for having high defense and doubling and having the double fight at the same time. And all these ones too also The other thing too is that they are on both phases, so that's a pretty cool feature too. But yeah, that's it for this reaction. Let's see if we probably come at this again. When we can get a new hero.